next performer, first time here. Really excited to have him. Jacob Reno, everybody.
Hey, hi everyone. How are we? Cool, good. So I'm a waiter right now, and by that I've been touching a lot of hot plates. And I've realized that I've slowly been losing my fingerprints, and I just think that is just like a slow and telling metaphor that I'm just slowly losing my identity. So I have that going for me. I work at a cash-only establishment, and it's really funny to watch people come up to me, and I always ask them like, "Oh, do you need change?" And they always go, "No, keep the change." And it's really funny to watch people act like Mother Teresa when they're leaving me like $3 on a $77 tab. So that's really appreciative. I'm scared of my boss. I shouldn't be scared of my boss, but I am scared of my boss. It's because she's like this like 50 or 60-year-old, just like old Italian woman who like owns this restaurant. And anytime I fuck up, I have to 86 something. I have to text her and let her know why there's like a discrepancy in the receipts. And she'll usually just respond and just say okay or just K. And I'm like, just tell me I'm fucking stupid already. Like, just please, just come right out and say it. I would appreciate it. But I actually just got a new job. I'm a barista right now. I've been working there for about 3 weeks. I know. And the worst part about it is that it's at a French cafe. And the thing with that is that like I realize that I'm just what I am becoming, and I think that's like the worst thing to kind of realize. I just feel like the biggest prick. I really do. Like you can already tell that I really went through like a huge Radiohead phase in high school, and and that like I like dyed my hair because of like a very minor trauma. So like now I really feel like that is just like the place for me to be. What's worse is the clientele, because it's the exact people that you would think who would come to a French cafe. So it's like the people that like come in who like performatively wear berets and think that they're better than you because they know that French fries aren't actually French. It's like for the people who like say that they read Infinite Jest but really only got like 70 pages in and then just like tell everyone about it. I do think that 70% of the clientele would bully me in middle school. And I really think that says a lot. Today, actually, it's something. I got hired because the first question they asked me was like, "So you have barista experience?" And I said, "Absolutely." And they're like, "Okay, well, at the job interview, we're gonna make you make a latte." And I'm like, "I can totally do that." I've never worked in a cafe before, so for 2 days straight, I just continually watching YouTube videos on just quote how to make a latte. So. It's been going great, and today my boss is like, you said that you knew how to make drinks, and you kind of don't. What's up with that? And I'm like, I never said I was a good barista, so that's all that matters. But today there was actually a debacle in the restaurant, in the cafe. What happened was that there was a son who was probably like 9 years old, a dad, and his mother who was probably like 80 or she was old. She was quite old, and I had noticed that something was like wrong with the grandmother. They had like ran and used the restroom, and they were in there for quite some time. And eventually, the son comes up to the bar or to like to the deck, and he's like, "Hey, I'm letting you know." My grandma is having some balance issues, and we have just called the ambulance. An ambulance is going to be on the way. And so we're like, okay, so the ambulance shows up, and they roll this grandma out, and she is like unconscious, and it's really fucking scary. And the first thing that my boss leans over to me, and he goes, "They haven't paid the check." And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I hope everything is okay, and I'm sure it will. But thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.